You're listening to Rock Alternative 89X. It is J-Hud here tonight on the Homeboys Show. Got Klayton from Celldweller on the phone. How are you?
What's up? Good. I'm still alive.
We were just talking that, you know, if you got paid by the hour, you'd probably be a billionaire.
I like to think that way. Unfortunately, my boss is he's a bit of a jerk.
Tell me a little bit about this new album.
Well, the new album's really been in the works for 7 years, you know, but it's, you know, in between touring, I've finished a few other albums for, like, film and television licensing, things like that. But it really was a work that took 7 years to complete from start to finish. And it finally, thank God above, released this past week, and it's off my back, and I never have to worry about it again. So the good news is that it's being received really well. You know, I release music, and I don't really know how people are going to take it. I don't really care, to be honest. I mean, right. I don't make music for people's accolades. I do it for myself, but I'm fortunate that when I do release something, it seems like most of my base not only love it, but they're spreading the word to a lot of other people. So I'm grateful for that.
Wish Upon a Black Star was released on June 12th. Already top 10 electronic album in 6 countries on iTunes, and currently number 3 in the U.S. for the electronic albums on iTunes as well. So it's doing pretty damn good out there, I'd have to say.
Yeah, could certainly be worse when you consider that I'm 100% independent. There's not a single dollar red cent from anybody outside of, you know, my own pocketbook. So,
right, wow.
Yeah, thank God.
That's very impressive. Now, what's your whole take? I was going to ask you, Klayton, because you've been doing this for quite some time, a lot of the electronic music. What's your whole take on this, the dubstep? Think that's something that's going to be a fad, or you think that's going to break off into different genres and stay around for a while?
Well, you know, the reality is that dubstep has been happening for far longer than 2 years. It's you know, it's really a UK-based thing. It's a European-based sound, and it's like it's really made its way here. And I'm so excited that America is actually embracing the sound.
Right.
And the beauty of it is it's really naturally fusing with like metal and rock, which is cool because I've already been doing that for years before it even really hit here. And I think like any other style. I mean, I don't care if you go back to the '80s hair bands. Pick any style. Too much of one thing eventually. People get burnt on it, and they're looking for the next thing. So I think if electronic music is going to survive, it has to modify, it has to change, it has to, you know, you have to get people that are not afraid to mix genres and to take risks. And unfortunately, what you get a lot of times is a lot of cooks in the same kitchen using the same recipes to try to make something new, and it's really everybody just comes out sounding the same. So I'm hoping we just, you know, we'll see a slew of like artists kind of coming out that that are kind of breaking the mold and taking influence from that, but mixing it with different genres. And my label, Fixed, that's primarily what we're all about. I don't really want to sign just straight up dubstep and stuff that's kind of typical, but I want to sign artists that are really taking risks and mixing the electronic styles with other things. And, you know, for example, Blue Stolly, who was 10-time winner or 9-time winner of the
People's Choice.
Yeah, the People's Choice, like, you know, 9 days in a row, 10 days in a row, whatever it was. So, that, I mean, the music really speaks for itself, you know?
Yeah, he just sent over a remix to Beastie Boys, Sabotage, he did.
Yeah, yep.
Pretty impressive. A lot of talent coming out there. You mentioned Fix. Is there a website for that?
Fixedonline.com, and it's F-I-X-T online.com.
And you got a lot of the material available on there as well?
All of it. Fixed Store, in fact, is my actual, it's a store that not only carries music and merchandise for Celldweller, for Blue Stolly, and everyone else signed to Fixed proper, but we're a distributor. We're basically, if you want to call it like an iTunes, you know, we're selling digital albums from hundreds and hundreds of artists. We have thousands of titles, and we sell physical merch. We sell physical CDs as well to store. So if you went to FIXTstore.com, you can find not only everything Celldweller and Blue Stolly and Fixed related, but way more than that.
Got a lot going on. Now, as far as yourself, you got the album out now. Any future plans as far as doing live shows and whatnot?
Yeah, I'm actually flying out at 5 a.m. tomorrow to Denver, and then Saturday night I'm in San Antonio.
Wow!
So that's this weekend, and we had I'm playing in Miami on July 1st, and there's another string of dates. There's Boston, New York, all coming up. We have a Russia tour lining up for the fall right now. There's a lot of things going on that I'm excited to kind of get out there. But really, I'm for the first time in years really feeling free to produce. So I'm actually more excited about being back in the studio and being able to create anything I want, because I've been kind of buried under these demos that I had to finish for this album, Wish Upon a Black Star. And now that it's done, I feel liberated. So I'm taking whatever shows are coming my way, but I'm just kind of doing them, and so I can get back to the studio and make lots more music.
If there's any artists out there that are interested in maybe working with you on some remix stuff, is there an easy way to get a hold of you?
You can contact management through celldweller.com,
okay,
or you can just email cellmate, CELLM 8, the number 8, at celldweller.com.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, let's check out a track off this album and kind of tell me what Unshakable's about.
Lyrically, it's like you can take from it whatever you'd like, but I mean, musically, this to me was one of the more exciting tracks because it was one of the newest and one of the last ones that I actually finished for the album. I wrote this one from scratch. There's also a free app in the iTunes store that you can download. It's a 3D app that streams the single for free. You know, it's a free app, so you can go check that out. And I've been having a fair amount of success with the track, if you want to say that. Support from other DJs and other artists.
Well, let's check it out right now. And as always, man, it's always a pleasure talking with you. Thanks for checking in with us tonight, Klayton.
Yeah. Thanks, Jay.